Sacrifice for love, sacrifice for love, that's good news.
This is the story of a young girl named Chapa Sharma. She is 22 years old. She has no hopes of making it to her 23rd birthday because she was diagnosed with kidney and liver cancer when she was 19 years old. Chapa is the only child to Mr. and Mrs. Sharma, and their happiness died the day their daughter was diagnosed with cancer. Chapa has finished her college studies but isn't willing to start a job because she feels it's of no use. Her parents try to convince her to live a normal life those remaining days, but she is filled with grief and sorrow. One day Mr. Sharma returns home with joy. This surprises everyone. He shares his happiness by disclosing to them that he has found a kidney donor, and they all smile. The next day they went to the hospital and the transplant was a success. Her parents sat beside her and they all smiled at each other. The doctor comes in and reminds them that it would be best if they found a liver transplant as soon as possible before the liver gets badly affected, and he leaves. Mr. Sharma holds her hand and promises to find a donor for her. After being discharged, Chapa decides to apply for a job at a certain company. Not long, she receives a call and she is taken in as the personal assistant of the boss of the company. This news brings joy to her family. Seeing that their child is living a normal life, Chapa gets ready for work. She hugs and kisses both her parents and she leaves. She arrives at the company and is welcomed by the secretary. She then asks her to show her around while she waits for the boss. The boss arrives and calls for her, but she reports late. She enters in his office and he yells at her for reporting late. Chapa doesn't stay quiet. She answers him back and their first meeting doesn't go well. Mr. Jaden Hart is the boss. He is a serious guy and doesn't talk much. Chapa starts working as his personal assistant, but they don't get along. One day, as Chapa sat in her office, she started having stomach cramps and her head pained a lot. She gathered courage and went to meet Mr. Jaden. Just as she entered, his guest turned to her. "Are you fine?" he asked. "I want to take a break. Can I?" She asked, her voice sounded in pain. Jaden, seeing her state, didn't want to question her a lot, so he allowed her to leave. Chapa bought a taxi and drove straight to the hospital. She met up with her doctor, who examined her and gave her a sad expression. The doctor looked at her and said, "Your liver is getting damaged, but luckily the cancer hasn't affected the whole liver, but it will soon. And if it does, then I don't know." Chapa thanked the doctor and went home. She went straight to her room and rested. The next day she woke up with a smile on her face. She had made up her mind to be happy and not to tell her family a thing to avoid getting them worried again. She had a family breakfast and left for work. After some time, she visited Jaden and suggested they have tea together. This surprises Jaden. He asks her why she would want to have tea with her. Chapa smiled and said, "Life is too short." Those words meant a lot, but he didn't figure it out. Instead, he agreed and they went out. They sat on a table and began to talk, and together they laughed. That surprised Jaden because that wasn't Chapa. From that day, they would go out together to have tea, coffee, or ice cream when it was hot. And Chapa took photos of every moment. On a certain weekend, Chapa goes for a walk with Jaden, and he asks her why she likes taking photos. She smiles at him and tells him that happy moments never last, but memories do. So all she is doing is making memories because no one knows when death shall strike. Jaden holds her hand and asks her if she is dying, but she denies and starts running. When they went home, Jaden sat quietly alone, and all he could think of was of her. He realized that he has developed romantic feelings for her. Some days later, Chapa tells Jaden that the following day is her birthday, and he gives her a day off. Chapa hugs her for that because that was probably her last birthday, for she didn't even know she would make it. Chapa woke up and tears filled her eyes, for she had made it to her 23rd birthday. She goes outside and finds her dad watering the garden. "Dad," she says. Her dad turns around with a hosepipe and sprays water on her, wishing her a happy birthday. Her mom appears and hugs her. They all go inside, talking and laughing. She goes to freshen up and goes for breakfast, and her mom had served her favorite food. They eat, then go shopping. Chapa takes pictures of every moment. They later celebrate with a cake. In the evening, Chapa sits on the couch watching a movie. She then receives a call from the office and quickly leaves. She enters into the company and the lights are off. Suddenly they go on and the workers are there. The company is well decorated. They sing her a happy birthday song. She bursts into tears. She goes into Jaden's office and gives him a hug, thanking him. They walk out together. They cut the cake and he feeds her. After, they go for a dance. Suddenly the music stops. Jaden gets on his knees and asks her out. More, follow on my app. Subscribe and follow for more. If you like this video, please share with your friends. Thank you.
Sacrifice for love, sacrifice for love. Sacrifice for love, that's good news.